It is the beginning of December already, and that means it is time to talk about what I did in the month of November and look forward to the month of December. In case you don't know, my name is Mary Fran, and this is my place to come talk about weight loss, life, fitness, being happy, healthy, and active, and living my life to the best ability. If you are returning or if this is your first time, make sure you have commented, subscribed, hit the notification bell, all of that. So yes, we are going to talk about the month of November and see how I did. Let's start by talking first about my Yogvember. I had set a challenge to do Yogvember, or rather to do yoga at least 3 times a week. And I started out the month so strong. I was doing yoga every day of the week, and I was doing amazing. The first 2 weeks, fabulous, every day, nailed it. The 3rd week, I missed a day, but I was hot on the trail. I was going to do this.
If you're practicing this midday or in the evening, maybe you allow yourself to kind of let go of the day thus far and just give thanks for yourself for carving out this time.
November 24th, yoga. Done! Yogvember! And I am sad and embarrassed to admit that in the last week of the month, I did yoga only 2, maybe 3 times. Not good. I totally fell apart with my yoga during the week of Thanksgiving. Totally. I am thankful that I did the challenge, even though I did not do the end of the challenge well. I'm thankful for that because it actually reminded me of how much I do like yoga. And I will be continuing on with that going forward. So now let's talk about my monthly goals. And my goals are pretty much the same each month. So we're just going to go ahead and talk about them. So goal number 1 is to track my food. And this goal is there because I don't care what I eat, I need to track. I need that accountability. And I'm going to be honest and say that I nailed this one. I totally blew this one out of the water. I did great. I tracked every day, every bite, even through Thanksgiving. So I did great with this one. Goal number 2 is to save money. And I actually was able to pay extra on the car, and I was actually able to put money into the savings account. So I was happy with that one also. Number 3, I wanted to weigh less. Now, I don't care what it is less, but I want to weigh less at the beginning of the month than I do at the end of the month. I'm happy to say that I am actually down about 1.5 pounds for the month of November. I wish it was higher. I really wish it was higher, but that wasn't to be. So that's okay. It is what it is. I lost, and that's what I'm happy about. Number 4, I wanted to be active at least 4 times a week, and I did. We walked after work every day, so that covered that, but I did want to try to do a little bit more, and so I actually did with the yoga. I did really good with the yoga. Now the last week, I luckily walked some extra times during the week, so that made up for those days that I missed yoga. Even with the week that I messed up, I nailed this one. Number 5, keep your points, calories, whatever you're counting, in line at least 6 days a week. And I actually did this. I was a little bit higher on my weekends. I'm trying to really curb my weekends and keep them steady. But I actually did this with the exception of Thanksgiving week. Thanksgiving week, I had a little bit of a blip. I managed Thanksgiving Day, but it was the days after Thanksgiving that I really messed up. It's okay. I learned my lesson. Plan for the whole weekend, not just the day. But for the most part, I'm going to actually say that I nailed this one. My eating was in line for all but those 2 days for the week of Thanksgiving. The rest of the month, I was actually in line pretty much every day. Number 6 is step count. And I know that they say to do 10,000 steps a day. I struggle to get the 5,000 steps. And this month was no different. I squeaked out the 5,000 steps. The hikes on the weekends save my behind something fierce. Thank heavens for those hikes, because I do the average of the day, and that actually covers for bike rides and other stuff. So I averaged just over 5,000 steps. I really need to at least start making sure that I'm getting at least 5,000 steps a day. I've got to do it. I've just got to do it. In the meantime, I am going to keep the average step count there, but I really do want to work on getting my step count up. So there you have it. There's how I did in November. And moving forward in December, it's going to be a rough month because I do have my birthday this month. Woohoo! And of course, we have Christmas. And I'm going to keep my same goals. Track, keep my eating in check, step count of 5,000, be active at least 4 days, save money, way less at the end of the month than I do now. And it's really a simple goal. And I can do it. There are no excuses. This journey is about living our life. And I did live a little bit in the Thanksgiving week, and I paid the price with a little bit of a weight gain. But thank heavens, I still am showing a loss for the month of November. Let's move on to December and nail this month. No excuses. Even with the week that I missed up, if you're new here and if you have already been here but you haven't already liked, commented, and subscribed, and go ahead and do that. Now let's start.